Hi guys, it's Trisha and today I'm going to do my March book haul. I know in my March TBR I said that I won't be buying any books for March, only mangas, but one thing, we went to Davao and there were sales everywhere, so I couldn't stop myself. And also um, some of the books I'm gonna show you I actually ordered off of Book Depository last February, but I only got them this month. So those are also books that I'm gonna show you. But first, this is probably going to be um, the last book haul in a while because I've decided to read at least all of the books that I bought. Not, I mean, all of the books that I bought before buying new ones. The only time I will buy like new ones if they are one of my anticipated releases. I am going to put a link in my description of my Goodreads, and you can see there the books that I am anticipating for this year and I want to buy. So yeah, let's just get on with the book haul. So the first books I'm gonna show you are actually the mangas that I said I will get for the month of March. They are the first 7 volumes of My Hero Academia plus volume 13 by Kohei Hidikoshi. I love this series. If you can see, like, my favorite character is Bakugo. I love this manga. I love the anime. Basically, this manga series is about this group of students that has these quirks. Actually, about 90% of the population in this world has quirks, but it's about this group of students who go to this school, UA Academy, which is one of the prestigious schools ever, and it just tells a story of like how one progresses to be a hero. Obviously, we have a main character, and it's about him retelling how he became like the greatest hero ever. So it's not a spoiler, guys. He literally says that in the first part of the series. So yeah, we have volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5, volume 6, volume 7, which has my favorite character as the cover, and volume 13, which is one of my favorite volumes in the series. So I have them all here. So the next book I'm gonna show you is a sequel that I was really anticipating, but I got it late. I actually got this last February, like the first week, but I got it just this week. Actually, I got it this week. It is The Vanishing Stair, the second book in the Truly Devious trilogy, I think, by Maureen Johnson. This is the sequel. Obviously, it follows after what happens in Truly Devious. I haven't read it yet, but I am wanting to read it maybe before the month ends, so I just have it here with me. I'm not gonna tell you the plot because it spoils the first book. So the next book I got is The Last Namsara by Kristen Ciccarelli. All I know about this book is that the main protagonist is a dragon slayer, and she is actually she kills to atone for the wicked deed she committed as a child, one that almost destroyed her city and left her with a terrible scar. So I don't know really much about this book, as you can tell, but I'm very excited to read it because one of the booktubers that I really like in booktube actually read it and enjoyed it somewhat, even though she said it was kind of different. But yes, I am very excited to read this one. Next book I'm gonna show you is The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. This is a adult mystery book, which is one of the books that I actually wanted to buy last year, but I couldn't find a copy of it in local bookstores. But now I have it, and I got it 20% off, so I was happy about that. And I don't know really the premise of this book. I just have heard a lot of good things about it, and also the fact that it kind of reminds me of the game Clue, like wherein you guess the murderer and stuff like that. And I'm very, very curious of this book. So I'm also excited to read this one. I don't know if I'm gonna read it next month because I have a lot of books that I want to read next month, but hopefully soon. The next books I'm gonna show you are part of the trilogy, and it is the Penryn and End of Days trilogy. We have Angel Fall, World After, and End of Days by Susan E. So I'm very like cheesed about this books because like it has like this thing that is not a sticker. Like, why would you print that out in a book? Why? Basically all I know about this trilogy is that it is a post-apocalyptic angel type of story, or like, wait, I think it's more on during the apocalypse or before the apocalypse happens kind of angel story. I don't know, I'm confused. But anyway, I'm very excited to read this one. They're not in order. I'm very excited to read this one because I've heard a lot of good things about this books. And yeah, the next books I'm gonna show you are books that I got because I don't know, I'm a fan of chick lit or that kind of books, rather than contemporaries. I almost like chick lits because first of all, I know that they are for younger audiences, but the thing is with me, I love like reading this kinds of corny stuff. Sometimes it makes me like smile and like just laugh at the corniness or cringe. I love those kinds of books. So we have the complete where is Gallagher Girls books. I'm just gonna get so again, we have the complete Gallagher Girls books. I'm gonna show you them one by one. We have book 1, I'd Tell You I Love You But Then I'd Have to Kill You by Addie Carter. I got this one in the US paperback because I couldn't find a cheaper alternative for the UK one. I had to buy it off of Book Depository, which is twice the price if I just get like the US used or like used one from like an online seller. So I just have this one in the US one. And then we have Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy book 2. This is in the old UK paperback version. I got it off online again from a second-hand seller. Then this one I got off National Bookstore and it was on sale. We have Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover, book 3. And then we have Only the Good Spy Young, book 4. I got this off book sale. This is the reason why I bought this series, because I got this at the cost of 50 pesos from book sale in Davao. And I said, like, when I saw it, I was really shocked because I said that book is familiar, and then I saw that it is the Gallagher Girls book 4, and I immediately bought it and searched for the other books in the series when I was in Davao. So yeah, and then I have book 5 in again the UK newer paperback I got from National Bookstore. We have Out of Sight, Out of Time, and then we have the last book, book 6, United We Spy. And then I have an extra copy hardback of book 4. I don't know what to do with this because I have the UK copies. I don't know what to do with this. It's just I couldn't buy the first book without getting this one. It's a bit damaged because it has like ballpen markings on it and stuff. I don't know what to do with it. I might just use it as props in my Bookstagram photos. I don't know. Let's just like see. Basically, this book's it's about a girl, Cami. She actually goes to the school, the Gallagher Academy for Exceptional Young Women, which is actually more of a spy school, wherein her mom is actually the headmaster. And now she meets this ordinary guy, and she has this like hard time like being an ordinary girl because she was trained to be a spy or as a spy her whole life. And yeah, as I've said, I love these kinds of novels, so I'm very excited to read this one. I also want to get like Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging, so if you guys know where I could find those books, please comment down below, like cheap versions. Also, what books, I can't remember what books. Private, I forgot the author, the Private series, the Click series, I don't know the rest, but yeah, I'm very excited for this books. So that was a lot, and I still have more. So the next book is actually one of my anticipated release. It is Four Dead Queens by Astrid Skolt. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but like that's it. This is a book that I've been anticipating. I don't know the plot. I just know like there's four dead queens, and that's all I know. But I'm very excited to read this one because I've heard also a lot of good things about this book, and I love fantasy, and I love this kinds of like royal type of fantasies. So very excited for that one. I still have a box here of books. So the next I'm gonna show you is another trilogy I got very cheap. It's the Ascendance trilogy by Jennifer A. Nelson. We have book 1, The False Prince, book 2, The Runaway King, and book 3, The Shadow Throne. With this one, I forgot the plot, but I actually know that I enjoyed reading the plot, so I got this 3. Actually, I got like book 2 and 3 pure luck when I was in National Bookstore in Davao. I was like searching their shelves, and I was like, I don't know which one to buy. But then behind some books, I saw this too, and I said I'm just gonna buy them. They were cheap, they were on sale, so I got them. And this one I got off online from a second-hand seller. So I'm very happy I complete the trilogy now, because I think it's very hard to find this trilogy nowadays because it's a very old series. It's like 20, I don't know when it was released, so I'm gonna look. It was released 2012. That's like 6 years ago already, so I'm very happy with that. Next books, I have a few more. Next books I'm gonna show you are 2 books I got off Big Bad Wolf last February. I asked someone, Life, who is also a booktuber. I'm gonna link her channel down below, but she helped me get these books during the Big Bad Wolf sale, because I couldn't go because I don't live in Manila anymore. I live in the province in my parents' house, obviously. So we have The Walled City by Ryan Groden. Basically, this is about this group of people who are in a city that is like fenced off, I think, and I know they are like misfits, like it said here, thieves, addicts, murderers, and they were like put in that city, and now, yeah, like run fast, trust no one, always carry your knife. I was like very intrigued by that, so I got this one. And I also know that Ryan Groden is the author of Wolf by Wolf and Blood for Blood, and that was also books that I really wanted to buy, but I couldn't. I forgot to mention it. I forgot about those books when I asked for this one. So, but then I already got them off Book Outlet, and I think they are going to arrive next month. I don't know yet, but hopefully they would. The next book I got from the Big Bad Wolf sale was this one, The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. This is a historical fiction type of book. So far as I know, it's about this person who was the last magician ever in historical New York City. That's all I know about it. But a lot of people in booktube that I watch actually really enjoyed this book, so I just had to pick it up, and it was really cheap. And Big Bad Wolf, it was 230 pesos, so I could not pass that opportunity to get a book that was that cheap. We have a few more. So the next book I got is Life by J. Kristoff. I'm gonna be honest, this was an impulse buy because I was in National Bookstore in SM Lanang in Davao, and I said, in Abriza Mall, Davao. After buying books from Fully Book during the sale, I went to National Bookstore and I told myself, I can't go out of the bookstore without buying a book. So I debated on a few books, and then I read, like, because there were books that aren't wrapped. So I debated on a few books. And I said, I'm gonna read the first chapter. Whichever one catches my fancy, that's the one I'm gonna buy. And this one is the one that I bought. Even though I do regret it, because I know that it's going to be on sale during the National Bookstore sale. But I don't know. I don't even know much about this book actually, but I just got it because, as I've said in the past, that one of the authors that I don't really plan on reading any books from was J. Kristoff, but then I heard such great things about him, so I just like took the plunge and bought a book by him. So it's Life, and I know this is somewhat science fiction-y, and I've just been recently delving into science fiction, so yeah. The next two books I'm gonna show you are books by my favorite author in the adult fantasy world, which is Brandon Sanderson. We have The Way of Kings, the book 1 in the Stormlight Archive, and Words of Radiance, the book 2. I actually wanted to get this one in the large trade paperback, but they were expensive and I couldn't find them in the bookstores. I could only find Oathbringer, and your girl has not. I don't have money, and I'm just gonna wait for Oathbringer to come out in mass market paperback before I buy it. Because let's be honest, this is going to be a 10-book series, and I am not in any rush whatsoever to read them. I just wanted to have the first 2 books so I could start at least one in the near future. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about this book. I just bought it because it's by Brandon Sanderson, and he is one of my favorite authors. So, and it's long overdue because my best friend, or one of my closest friends during college and up until now, really enjoy these books, and they really enjoy Brandon Sanderson. We actually both enjoy Brandon Sanderson, and she already read these books and I haven't yet, and she really recommends these books. So yeah, I'm very excited to read it. Okay, we're on to the last books I've got for the month of March, and they are the 4 books in the 7 Realms Quartet by Cinda Williams-Shima. I got the box set because it's very hard to find the individual books in local bookstores in the Philippines. And then one time I asked one of the local bookstore in Facebook Messenger, because that's how things work if you're from the province. I asked if they still had stocks of the books in the box set, and they said yes. So I asked if they could put it up online so I can buy it. So they did, and I have it in my hands. So the first book is Demon King, and then book 2, The Exiled Queen, book 3, The Grey Wolf Throne, and book 4, The Crimson Crown. And I'm very excited to read these books because it's one of the more famous YA fantasy series out there. I also actually did already order from Book Outlet book 2 and book 1, and I'm hoping of the Shattered Realm series, which is the 30 years after, 30 years, I think it was 30 years after the series happened. So I'm very excited for that, but I really need to read the series first, and yeah, I am just so excited. So I don't know how many books I got. So yeah. So I counted. I got a total of 34 books. 34. I need to stop buying books for now. I'm gonna focus on buying mangas next month, and you won't see any book haul in the next few months because I'm probably just gonna buy like 1 or 2 books, and I can't. Maybe I'm gonna do a collective haul like every few months once I accumulated some books. I accumulate some books, but for the next few months you won't see me do any hauls. So yeah, I'm not gonna push myself to lift up all the books because they're heavy and I have weak arms. But I hope you guys like this video. Comment down below how many books you got this March, and if you have read any books that I have here on my haul, do also comment down below. And now my cold is going back. Yes, also if my voice in this video is a bit different, I still have like clogged nose because I just recently got off being sick, so I still have that clogged nose. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post every videos every week at random days. I don't have a schedule, but yeah. So I'll see you on my next one. Bye.